Hey guys.
Alright guys, we're here on Monday to do one of our famous, infamous double headers, and we're starting off with a video that I'm really excited about. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of the rundown how we got to this point. So, one of the head dudes, like the top guy,
The head honcho.
the big kahuna at the label, sent me a message. I know him, he's a really cool guy, he's a good friend of the channel. Sent me a message, said, this band is releasing an album. Would you guys mind checking out this video? I really think you guys are going to like it, but at the same time, I know you guys get a lot of requests, so if you don't get to it, I totally get it. I was like, you know what? We're going to check it out. But then I was like, who the hell is Massen? I've never heard of this band. Okay, they have a debut album coming out. That explains the fact that I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
But still, I was a little bit curious. So I go on Metal Encyclopedia, there's nothing. And I was like, ooh, now I'm worried.
That's usually
That's not a good sign. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Then I go on Google and I type the name of the band, and a link to their Facebook page came up. And they don't have a lot of followers. I think 600, something like that. So I was like, wow, they don't have a lot of followers. But when I checked what genre it was orchestral extreme metal band. What the fuck is that? From Belarus, of all places in the world.
Oh my god.
I was like, okay, now we have to check this out.
That's first time. I'm thinking. I don't remember us doing any other Belarus.
I don't think we've done.
And then I'm pretty sure this is the first time we're doing a band of that genre.
I don't even know if that's a genre. I think this is just a thing that these guys do.
I take it from Heavy Trip that anything could be a genre.
That's true too. By the way, the name of the song is By Water to the Sun. I'm really excited. I don't want to talk anymore. I want to press play and see what we got on our hands here. You ready?
Yeah.
They should have used the piano in that bridge there. You know when the song feels like it's gonna have a breakdown?
Yeah.
When you hear some shots and whatever, and the two of them start to run, that pause there, this piano there, oh my God! Regardless, what do you think? I'm smitten. That's a word that I'm going to use by this band.
Can you tell me the genre one more time?
Was orchestral extreme metal band from Belarus.
I don't think extreme.
Maybe not in this song.
Maybe not in this song. Yeah.
This is the only song we've heard, so we don't know what else do they have to
very
offer.
orchestral.
The violin is beautiful.
The violin's beautiful. At the start, I was very on and off because when it comes to
what?
No, I'm talking about because it's in Russian or whatever.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's Russian. I'm assuming that's the language they speak.
Russian. For me, Russian in clean vocals, it's hard for me to get more.
Really?
I don't know why. I just don't know why. It was harder for me to. But as the song progressed, I was getting more with when the guitars and everything kind of came in more, and the chorus. I was loving the Russian in the chorus. I mean, there's nothing you can hate about that chorus. It was just very hard for me to get a little bit into it because for me, Russian's always at its best. Like Alex Terrible has taught me, it's always at its best in harsh vocals. So
I'm not gonna lie to you. At the beginning of the track, I thought it was like, are we gonna get some Alex Terrible vocals coming in at some point in time?
At the end,
there was a little bit. There was a little bit.
It was a hint.
There was a little bit at the end, but for as much as I would have liked to see what that would have done to the song, this song is just so beautiful as it is. I honestly, I almost don't want it. It worked. I think it worked in the end because it was just really a fragrance. It was just a hit.
Yeah, but I would have liked it if it came in at the end for the last chorus.
Okay.
And it was a duet kind of thing where like Draconian does it, where they both sing. That's what I was kind of hoping for. Because that would have been an amazing way that's your last chorus.
It kind of gives you a little bit of a feel of how it would have been there. Because there's some harsh vocals there.
But it was just a feel.
Yeah, okay, not enough. Just a tip.
It was just a tip. I have to get used to listening to more clean vocal Russian. Because for me, it was kind of weird at the start. But then...
Oh, it was sexy as fuck. Are you kidding me?
Throughout, I was enjoying it a lot more. But I just... At the start, it was very hard for me to like get over that.
Oh, I was like, wow, this is... Listen, I don't. From some things I agree with you, some things I don't. The part I don't is the whole Russian thing.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way: if this song was in English, I don't think it would have worked. It doesn't. The way the song is constructed, the way it's delivered, I gravitated to it for two reasons. I thought the vocals were beautiful.
No, her vocals were
absolutely angelic. The violins with those vocals. It was just like out of this world. The melody that the two of them create, it was just incredible. I love the fact that it's in their native tongue because I think while I don't understand nothing that they said throughout the song, you cannot deny the emotion that the track carries. It's so drenched in emotion and in beauty. Like, it's a beautiful song from beginning to end. Let me say straight up. Now, some things that I really like and some things that I wonder. So the drums were phenomenal on this song. Okay, we're talking about the vocals. The vocals are just out of this world. The violin added this incredible symphonic, dark atmosphere to the track that just brought the mood down. It always had this somber feel to it. I loved it. But the drums, the dude on the drums was a machine.
I am the machine.
He was killing it. Because the song is very light, right? Even the guitars are not super... They get heavier towards the last third of the song. They pick up a little bit more volume, some more intensity. But those acoustic guitars at the beginning,
so nice.
It was so angelic, so dark at the same time.
They kind of kept the guitars throughout the whole song.
Me too. And I'm glad that maybe... okay, let me leave this for last because I think it's going to go into what you were saying. So I felt for a song that's this light, that it doesn't have really a lot of heaviness, at least in the first 2/3. The last third, yes, but not the first 2/3. I think the drums kind of fill in that gap. They gave the song a little bit of substance. They brought the song down a little bit. They had a little bit of heaviness. And I really like the tempo and the sound that they added to the overall song. They just made the song feel a little bit thicker. They gave depth because overall the song with the violin, the vocals, everything, the acoustic guitars, everything is so light. So you kind of need something to bring that atmosphere down. And I felt that for the first 2/3, the drums definitely did that. There was nothing else doing it but the drums. Now, everything changes in that last third once they meet. Once they meet, everything changes musically. Not everything changes, but the mood changes. The mood of the song becomes a little bit more intense. It becomes a little bit more driven, and it becomes a little bit heavier. The guitars drop out a little bit of that acoustic sound that they had. They become a little bit heavier. They have a much thicker sound. The drums continue what they were doing before, so nothing really changes that. And then you have that glimpse of harsh vocals at the end with her vocals. So because everything changed, or at least the perception of the song changes in that last third, I'm with you. If the harsh vocals came in, like, maybe not Alex Terrible, because I think he kind of pushes things to a complete whole new level. But you I know what you're saying. A little bit of, it doesn't even have to be really harsh vocals. Like, I'm talking about like Draconian style. Coming in, I think it would have worked wonderfully at that end. I don't want them in the beginning, because the song has, this is a song that's made of parts. And the first 2/3 of the track, it's fine the way it is. But because the track musically gets heavier at the end, if vocally got heavier as well, I think it would have been the icing on the cake. And they kind of showed you what could have been.
What could have happened.
What could have happened. But even that is not enough for me to, I'm in love with this song. I'm in love with this song. Like, I want to hear the whole album. I love the fact that it's the native language. I love the violin. I love her tone, her delivery. So smooth.
Yeah,
like
everything is so nice. And I know you hate me because of the Russian thing.
I just don't get it.
You don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't know why. It was just when she started singing, I'm like, she's a beautiful voice, but it's just the language itself.
It's a harsh language.
It's a harsh language.
Actually,
so when it comes
okay,
off,
let me rephrase that. It's a harsh language for those who don't speak it.
It's like German.
It sounds really harsh to me. Like it not that it hurts my ears, but it sounds harsh. It almost
sounds complicated.
Yeah, I always have the feeling that whenever I hear Russian, regardless of what the person is saying, it always sounds like they're pissed off.
Yeah.
Very similar to how I perceived German, right? There's certain languages that don't have that aspect. When I hear French or Finnish or Hindi, because your mother watches the Bollywood movies, it doesn't have that. Every language that you don't speak, that it's a foreign language to you, you perceive it in a certain way.
Yeah.
Okay? So like when I hear certain languages, it always sounds like they're super pissed. In two of those languages, definitely Russian and or Ukrainian, like, you know, those languages from that part of the world, and German. So I agree with you from the perception that I have normally, is that's the perception that I normally have. But in this case, the way she was delivering, it was so smooth. It was smooth. It was beautiful. I didn't get that feeling. I didn't get that harshness out of it.
I didn't get the heart. No, it's because it was beautiful and smooth. It's just the language itself. It wasn't the way she was delivering it or anything. It was just the language itself. To me, it took like a little bit of getting used to right at the start, and then I was able to like
process it
because I wasn't expecting it to be. The song name is in English.
I was expecting the song to be in English.
I was expecting the song, so that's why it kind of caught me off guard, and then it took me a little bit to get over the bump. But right after that, I was perfectly into it.
Oh, I love this track, dude. I need to listen to more of this band. This is a jam. It fits into my wheelhouse because you're bringing a little bit of this doom vibe.
Yeah.
You're mixing in symphonic elements into it.
Whenever you can add acoustic guitars and stuff.
You're adding acoustic. You're adding violin. I mean, you're bringing so many different. In your native language, you're bringing elements from all sorts of different genres into one, and it's all the elements that I love. You know, speaking in your native language, which gives a different emotional drive to the track. Then you have the violins that give a symphonic feel to the song. Do you know what I mean? Then you have some heaviness in the guitars and the drums. Then you have the beautiful, clean vocal. There's all these different. It's like you're mixing like Corpaclani with Arcona with I'm trying to think of somebody else here. Corpaclani, Arcona, like a symphonic band that you want to throw in there with Draconian, like a little bit of Paradise Lost. It's like you're including all of these different bands taking like bits and pieces
From each.
and creating a little bit of a Frankenstein monster with it. And I love it.
And you're kicking it to Belarus.
I love it. I love it. I'm man, what a gem. What a gem. What a way to start this Monday. At least for me, I'm totally hooked. I'm smitten. Like I said, that's the word of the day.
Is that the word of the day?
Yeah, smitten. Okay. I'm smitten by this man. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. There's another video coming right after this one. See ya.
See ya.